Hey everyone, today we're going to make a really pretty pool noodle wreath, and it's going to be a nautical theme. I have here a bunch of nautical themed items. I have a knot, burlap bow, an anchor, a coastal garden stake, some nautical rope in different colors, and some seashells, plus the pool noodle. You'll also need tape. I got masking tape and some duct tape. The black duct tape I find is the best from the Dollar Tree. And I have my scissors and my glue gun all the way to the right heating up on the little caddy that I made from all Dollar Tree items. This is another Dollar Tree, turn this into that, except the bow itself came from Big Lots. This is Let Us Eat. I'm Suzanne Ridgway. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to sit down and start taking off all the labels now that you know exactly what we need. I found some glue this morning, going through all my items, and I like to start by taking off the tags if needed. You may hear disturbance in the background. My husband is extremely loud. I cannot wait until he goes back to work in an office and not work from home anymore. I'll definitely be using the burlap bow. Sometimes they could be tricky. That one was pretty easy to get off. And I'm not sure, but I'm thinking I'm going with the cream nautical rope rather than the nautical cord type rope. So I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to detach the tags. Now they're usually zip tied so they stay in a bunch. I'm going to clip them. It's always good to have all the tags removed from everything. Be careful, do not damage the product as you're cutting into them. I already took off the sticker on the pool noodle, and this does not have any tags on it. I'm going to leave it as is until we need them. Now these stickier ones can be a problem at times, and other times they just come right off. I'm not going to worry too much because we're going to be taking this right out of the sign because we're only going to be using this part. This part, you can either keep it for another craft or discard it. Now we're going to get this into a circle form. And sometimes it helps if you have two people. I'm just going to tape it shut, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done. It's going to be a round wreath form. Now that you have it together, I'm just going to add some more tape. I did the duct tape as well as the masking tape to make sure it stays together. I made a pool noodle wreath last year, and it fell apart because I didn't put a lot of good tape on it. So you want to make sure you secure it well. Live and learn. And the bow is going to go here, and then the back part is going to go up against the wall so nobody's going to see it. Now you have your circle foam piece from a pool noodle, and we can start embellishing it and putting the wreath together. If you pick up any nautical rope, the cream is only 6 feet. For your information, the more natural color is about 9 feet. The glue gun should be ready to go. I'm going to start gluing where you want to start the rope. You can hear my blue jay in the background. They're defending their colony. We've had a lot of eagle and hawk around lately, and that's probably what they're upset about. And then you're going to wrap it. And you're going to glue it every so often. So it stays. Now you can do the rope all the way around if you wish, or you can do it on the side. It's very popular to do flowers or rope on one side of it these days, like I did with my patriotic hula hoop wreath. And I'll show you what that one looks like at the end of this video. Make sure you glue it. Always be careful because it is very, very hot. And you can feel the heat through the item. Now we're going to place your bow on. It's already starting to look like a wreath. This is what it's starting to look like. I decided to put the rope on either side. I decide as I go along. I do have a basic plan, but then I add on and embellish. And you're going to repeat the process on the opposite end. Making sure every other wrap is secured. I like how this is turning out. Make sure that rope is on good. This is what it's starting to look like. Here is the top of it. There it is with the bow. You can cut the bow down to size if you wish. Now we're going to embellish it even further. I think it looks really pretty. Just going to touch up a little more of the glue. I have this adorable anchor that I found when the Off the Shore first came out. I think I'm going to put it right onto the bow. Kind of slanted. Anchors are usually slanted for some reason. Now I have the coast that we took off the stake. And I don't know how that looks. I might just add it with the anchor. And then I'm going to embellish the rope areas with seashells. You will feel the heat from the glue through the metal sign, so just be very careful. This is what it's looking like so far. Now I'm going to open up the bag of seashells. You get a ton of seashells here. Let's set this aside for a second. And I don't know how I want to place the seashells on. I'll be using these seashells throughout my home for decoration. I love these kind. I'm going to tuck them in the rope and glue them on. I found a red shell in the bags when I was sifting through them at the Dollar Tree. I'm so excited for that. And you're going to glue them on. I'm going to place some seashells throughout the wreath here. I placed a few more seashells, and I'm going to place a few more, like one here, just throughout, scattered around. Pretty pleased with how the wreath is coming out. And this one came with a couple of red shells. That's pretty awesome. These are my favorite ones. You can always pick the glue out when you're done. And tuck them under and over the rope. My kid went to Puerto Rico about 2 or 3 years ago and helped rebuild houses for a week and got home some awesome seashells. They got to go to the beach, they got to go kayaking, they jumped off a big cliff right into the ocean. They had the time of their lives. That is a really pretty shell. Not going to put too many shells on it. I don't want anyone knocking into the wreath and then having them break off. I could put this in a totally secure place and my husband will find a way to knock into it. He's gifted that way. Just a couple more up here so it looks full. Then I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done. Here's what the pool noodle wreath looks like. I think it came out very nice. and I'll show you a couple more views. This is the hula hoop wreath that I made with all Dollar Tree products. The gnome, the lei, and the hula hoop wreath are all 4th of July themed, or Memorial Day, or even Labor Day, perfect to hang up throughout the summer. Now I'll show you the final product of the nautical themed pool noodle wreath that I made. Here's the nautical themed pool noodle wreath. I'm very pleased with how it came out with the cream nautical rope and all the pretty seashells. Lots of different shapes and colors. Dollar Tree has given you bigger sizes with things with the quarter raise. That pleases me, and to get bigger and better things from them, like the garden stake, where I took the stake right out, and I added a zip tie for extra security. I'm going to try to find a way to get a zip tie on with the anchor that's glued onto the bow there, because the bow kind of reminds me of netting and things that are caught in a net with the seashells, the sign, and the anchor. Here it is again. And you can cut the length of the bow if you wish. This is going to be hung inside, so I don't have to worry about the wind knocking it around. It's probably going to go at the top of my stairs.